You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them! Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness!
Stop! Stop now! Come back! I love you!
Liar!
No!
You're with him! You brought him here to kill me!
No!
Let her go, Anakin!
Anakin.
Let her go!
Obi-Wan is standing in the power pose. He has his feet spread apart and his hands on his hips. This is a sign of a high-status individual who feels confident in the situation. He's also trying to intimidate or assert his dominance over Anakin in order to make him back down. Obi-Wan feels no fear here, he's completely confident. Anakin distances when Padme says she loves him. This is because he's seen Obi-Wan and now feels betrayed by Padme. It's that betrayal that causes him the stress. We do these behaviors to put distance between ourselves and a stressor, which in this case would be Padme supposedly betraying him. He hates that and moves away from it as it causes him stress. He's able to take his eyes away from Kenobi and focus on Padme, showing that he doesn't fear Kenobi. As if we're feeling threatened by someone or something, our brain makes us take in as much information as possible about it in order to improve our chances of survival.
You turned her against me!
You have done that yourself! You will not take her from me! Your anger and your lust for power have already done that.
Anakin's brow is tense here, which is a strong sign of anger and rage. Obi-Wan is calm and collected, showing no signs of stress. His feet positioning is really interesting here. When our feet are positioned like this, with one foot pointing away and one towards whoever we're talking to, it means that we want to travel in that direction. Obi-Wan's foot is pointed to his right, which shows that he wants to move in that direction, which he soon does. Anakin is filled with rage at this point, but Obi-Wan isn't, which is why Anakin paces up and down. He does this as his brain isn't getting any feedback from Obi-Wan, which it's expecting. This is why we often pace around when on the phone. Our brains need visual feedback, but you just can't get that over the phone. This could just be heightened adrenaline causing him to try and pacify and release some of the stress by pacing about, which would come under the bracket of fidgeting. Obi-Wan then takes off his cloak and does wide open gestures. He isn't blocking or shielding his body. He's presenting it to Anakin with confidence, showing that again he has no fear of Anakin.
You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now. Until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the dark side as you do. I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
Your new empire?
Anakin again keeps pacing about, which is then matched by Obi-Wan. I think this is then preparing to go into action. When we meet a stressor, our bodies prepare us for a fight, and them walking around almost methodically is them releasing some of that stress. Their bodies are expecting to fight, but they aren't at the moment, so they walk around instead. It's slightly abnormal for Anakin to turn his back on Obi-Wan when they're clearly about to fight. This isn't really that realistic. When we're in a fight, even if we see ourselves as dominant, we maintain strong eye contact with the stressor. This is to be able to make better survival judgments. If we take our eyes off a stressor, they may attack us and we wouldn't know how to respond. The only times we really look away when presented with a stressor would be to do distancing behaviors to seem non-confrontational, or to survey our surroundings to again make better survival judgments.
Don't make me kill you.
Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You will try.
Anakin is clearly breathing heavily. You can see his shoulders rise and fall as he breathes. He's clearly preparing to encounter a stressor. In our brains, we have what's called the sympathetic nervous system, and that decides how we respond to a stressor. Once it determines the best way to survive, which in this case would be the fight response, it prepares us to fight. It causes us to breathe more, filling us with oxygen, which is what we can see happening here to Anakin. Anakin subtly tenses his jaw after he says, "Don't make me kill you." This is caused by a pacifying behavior and shows that Anakin is full of stress and feels the need to pacify. The jaw tense is him suppressing the trembling of his jaw that's caused by the pacifying behaviors. Our muscles shake as a way to release the buildup of stress, and our conscious tenses the muscles to stop it, which is what we see Anakin doing here.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power!
Don't try it!
Anakin here is staring directly toward Obi-Wan, which is incredibly confrontational and shows that he has absolutely no fear of him. He also doesn't look around, which is what you would expect someone to do when in a fight, especially in such a hostile environment. He has no concern for his safety and is just led by his immense rage for Obi-Wan, showing no concern for himself. Obi-Wan then shakes his head when he says "don't try it." When we do an action such as a head shake or a nod paired with something we say, it shows that we really feel strongly about it. Gestures are used to strongly emphasize a point. Pair this with the soft tone of voice Obi-Wan gives off despite having a heated fight with Anakin, shows that he is deeply concerned for his friend. He feels no anger and is incredibly concerned for him, which just makes this whole thing super sad.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them! Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness!
Again, Anakin stares at Obi-Wan despite having numerous limbs missing and being surrounded by lava. He's still blinded by rage and shows no concern for his own safety. Obi-Wan's brow is tense, which is the universal sign of confusion and disbelief. He's unbelievably shocked about what Anakin has become. He also changes his proxemics, which means the distance between two or more people, and leans in, lowering his posture slightly, which shows that he again doesn't fear Anakin at all.
You were my brother, Anakin! I loved you!
Anakin still stares at Obi-Wan despite being in immense pain. The amount of anger he feels toward him is just crazy. Obi-Wan then does a distancing behavior. He tilts his head away from Anakin when he catches fire. This is because seeing his friend burning causes him large amounts of pain. When we're presented with a stressor, we often try and distance as a way of calming ourselves down. We don't want to face whatever it is, so we simply protect ourselves by looking away. Obi-Wan's brow is again very tense when he looks back at Anakin, again a sign of disbelief and stress. This scene is just super sad, and that's because it's so well acted. Both Obi-Wan and Anakin reveal so much about their feelings with their body language, which is really nice to see. Anakin does do some things that are unusual, like looking away and turning his back on a stressor, but it's not too bad and doesn't take away from the scene. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.